you can see, the size of the crowd has significantly grown in the last hour. I would say there's about 20 to 30 people here. Although the new guidance says it's okay for fully vaccinated people to visit others indoors without a mask, it still recommends people to wear a mask when they're out in public. I tried to book a room here at the Days Inn Motel using my phone to see how much it would cost for one night on average. As you can see, it would cost about $50 to $80 a night. That's right, Emma. This is the scene at Budget 16 Motel on Northeast Stevens Street. There are police cars coming in one by one. Antis says he'd rather have people come to the mission instead of camping inside of their cars. As you can see, the tables are socially distanced and everyone is required to wear a mask unless they are sitting at a table. And for the most part, it seems like everyone is following the rules. The mask you see me wearing is literally just a cut up old t-shirt. And as you can see, it covers my entire face. So they're asking everyone to have a cell phone on hand so they can talk to them without rolling down the window, except to get swabbed. Take a look at this video. That's 23-year-old Bradley Steele in the early hours of April 1st. And the person shaking him, that's 65-year-old Catherine Roberts, his nighttime caregiver of over a year. Bradley has been physically and mentally disabled his entire life, and he needs 24-hour attention. Bradley's mother, Shelley Steele, tells me they had full trust in Roberts until she was caught on camera, pushing Bradley back and saying she was sick and tired of him.
She could have harmed him very badly, and this took place in our home with somebody we trusted with our son.
After Shelley called the police, Roberts was arrested and charged with criminal mistreatment, assault, and harassment. But since then, all charges have been dropped except for harassment.
Their only explanation to me was that, he couldn't tell with his disability, with his amount of brain damage. He can't communicate if what she did hurt him.
Roberts was arraigned today and pleaded not guilty to the harassment charge. I'm still waiting to hear from the Douglas County District Attorney as to why the charges were dropped, but Bradley's mom says she's not giving up hope. Shelley says she started #JusticeForBradley in hopes of making people more aware of Bradley's story and to spread awareness about disability abuse. And she wants to make sure this never happens again.
I'm just not doing this for Bradley. I am. He's my main concern. But this can't happen. This can happen to other people.
In Roseburg, Evita Garza, KEZI 9 News.
I regret not standing on that hospital roof and shouting it to everyone that this is real.
Chris McCullough says his life has changed in many ways since he tested positive for COVID-19 a year ago.
My lungs are damaged. This crystallizing pneumonia that set in was obvious when I was admitted to the hospital.
He spent a week in the hospital, missed 42 days of work, racked up thousands of dollars in medical bills, all while his family watched helplessly.
When I went to the hospital, that it was a benefit to the family to give them the time to recover, to clean, to rest before my return. And we weren't sure if I was returning.
McCullough was the 6th person to come down with COVID-19 in Douglas County after traveling to Portland for work.
Despite how bad I had it, other people have had it worse.
Take a look at Chris McCullough's Facebook page. As you can see, his profile picture is not of himself. Instead, it's this graphic that says, "I got my COVID-19 vaccine." He says he wants people to know how important it is to get their vaccine right now.
If we're going to address this, we have to build up our immunity. The only way we can build up our immunity to this is through exposure. The vaccination helps us with that in a safe way.
McCullough says even though many people have been vaccinated and he knows people are tired of isolating and wearing masks, we can't let our guard down now. He wants to remind people of what can happen and the lifelong damage you can live with if you do get COVID.
If I can encourage one person to get the vaccine, one person to mask up a little bit more, we can eventually get past this.
In Roseburg, Evita Garza, KEZI 9 News.
There was really nothing left. There was really nothing left.
Ash, scraps, and lost memories. Jose and Shauna Fabella tell me that was all that remained of their little home because of the Archie Creek fire.
We found one coffee cup out of all of it, and I'm gonna make a shadow box for it.
The couple and their 4 kids lived in a trailer park near Susan Creek for the last 2 years. They learned their house was one of the first to go up in flames, and many of their sentimental items went with it.
My baby books and my wedding dress and all of the kids' toys and, things that I wish I would have thought of to grab.
But Shauna and Jose tell me this tragedy isn't going to stop them from moving forward. With help from the community, the Fabellas tell me they found a permanent new home right here in Myrtle Creek. From furniture to diapers, they say their home is filled with donations, but it will never replace all the things they lost.
It was something hard to expect, hard to accept, hard to take it in all.
As a way to give back to the community that helped them in their time of need, Jose says he was inspired to become a firefighter himself. He just finished his certification. Now he's waiting to be sent to fight the Archie Creek fire.
If there's anything I could do to help other people, this is my way. Trying to help something.
Shauna tells me she couldn't be prouder of her husband. She says this is his way to take revenge on the flames that took everything from them and get the closure they need.
We can definitely remember our home as it was and all the memories that we had there.
In Douglas County, Evita Garza, KEZI 9 News.